Try that again. Good morning, everyone. It's my pleasure to welcome you to McGee's annual Grade 8 promotion ceremony. My name is Sal Urso. I'm privileged to serve as a principal here. Just a quick round of applause and thank you to our musicians who performed under the direction of Mrs. Bradshaw to provide some pre-program entertainment. Thank you. So just a quick couple of housekeeping things. This is a very large class. We haven't had a large class like this in a while. And in the unlikely event of emergency, we are packed in here. There are 9 exits marked on each side of the auditorium. You can see where they are on either side, and then certainly in the door that you came through the center of the room. At this time, the Sound Express, under the direction of Mrs. Terlecki, will perform our national anthem. You are invited to stand, and our flag is right to my right. Thank you. We do have some special guests in the audience this morning that have played a role in service to our students on a daily basis. You don't always see them, but we do have some district central office members here. They would be to my left, seated in the front, Dr. Aaron McGurk, our Assistant Superintendent of Schools. Director of Pupil Personnel Services, Ms. Linda Holian. And Supervisor of Special Education, grades 6 through 12, Mrs. Cindy Martin. Also, I know it's a special weekend for dads, so I'd like to wish all the dads, if you can stand, and grandparents, a happy Father's Day. Thank you. Thank you for what you do. Happy Father's Day. All right. Please welcome our assistant principals, Mr. Cheverini and Mrs. Gish, who will recognize some of our student award recipients.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Please direct your attention to the special awards section inside your program, where our 8th grade students have been recognized for a number of accomplishments. In addition to the noted awards, McGee students have the opportunity to earn the President's Award for Academic Excellence, the President's Award for Academic Achievement, and the American Citizenship Award. Please join me in congratulating these students and all of their accomplishments.
McGee students also have the opportunity to earn several distinguished awards. The Superintendent's Award, which is given to a male and female student who have demonstrated school and community service, academic prowess, and leadership throughout their careers at McGee. The CABE Award, the Connecticut Association of Boards of Education, recognizes 2 students from each middle school for their outstanding leadership abilities. The Cass Scholar Leader Award, the Connecticut Associations of Schools, recognizes 2 8th grade students from each middle school for their scholar and leadership abilities. At a statewide banquet on June 4th, the two McGee 8th grade students were recognized as our CAS Scholar leaders. Please join me in welcoming our McGee recipients, Michael Lantieri and Alexa Prendergast, to the podium, who will now share with you a reflection from middle school.
Good morning, parents, teachers, staff, relatives, and friends. Today is a day to be overjoyed and thankful for your hard work and dedication. My name is Michael Lantieri, and I'm here to share and reflect on my years spent here at McGee Middle School. Firstly, I would like to start out by saying how remarkable our teachers are. Throughout my 3 years, I've only come across the most devoted, generous, and kindest teachers, and I'm greatly appreciative of them. Having them with me along the journey to assist me is one of the principal reasons I am the student I am today. Building a relationship with your teachers is not only beneficial to you and your teacher, but also reflects on who you are as a person. When I first came to McGee, I remember never asking questions or talking to a teacher because I was too shy or nervous. I would never ask anything or approach them when I thought they've made an error. Now that I am in 8th grade, however, my teachers know I ask lots of questions, and I'm sure to say thank you, benefiting me and the students around me. I am truly grateful for all they have done and for us this year, and I hope they will continue throughout the upcoming years. They have made me smile every day, making me remember to enjoy life and not to work so hard all the time. I would like to thank all the teachers for making me learn, grow, and have the best experience at McGee Middle School, and know that you'll not be forgotten. In addition to the teachers, the students have also made this school a positive learning environment. They have been respectful, responsible, and most importantly, kind to each other. The students here have always made me laugh every day and find the humor in life. They are the ones who made this year lively, thrilling, and enjoyable. As this year's ending, every student will have memories of their time at McGee Middle School. The good times, the bad times, the humorous times, and sad times. If I had to give any advice to my classmates in the future, to always be kind. A quote I recently found stated, "You can be anyone you want, just don't be the mean kid. Your successes will even be more meaningful if you approach them with kindness." Last but not least, I would like to thank the parents today. Although you may not know it, you have truly made an impact on your child and helped them make us successful, not only in school but in the real world. You have inspired them and shaped them into the people they are today, and without your impact, they would not be such great students here at McGee. Thank you for all your hard work, time, and effort you put in your child, and I know that they will continue to succeed because of it. In conclusion, everyone here today has impacted each other in one way or another, and although our time at McGee is ending, it is time for us to begin a new chapter in our lives as we enter high school. Congratulations, McGee Middle School Class of 2019. Our journey is only just beginning.
Welcome to the 8th grade promotion ceremony. I would like to thank all the families for being here, and I would especially like to thank my classmates, teachers, staff, and school administrators for making my experience at McGee something I'll never forget. When I was going into 6th grade, I was so nervous and scared, and I'm sure everybody else was too. I walked in on the first day and got lost, a lot, though that wasn't a surprise. I was going around and around just trying to find the library, but by the end of the month, we all knew where everything was. Everyone was feeling a lot more confident and excited to be here. Then we had Project O. That was an interesting field trip. Everyone agrees that the day on the land was really boring, but the boat was much better. Playing with the squid or watching them bring up sea creatures from the nets was fun. On the last day of school, I felt so accomplished. We survived our first year of middle school. Then there was 7th grade. I was told that 6th and 8th grade were the good years, and 7th grade is stuck somewhere in the middle. I loved 7th grade. I was only a little nervous, but mostly excited to go back because I had liked McGee way more than elementary school. We did all kinds of fun things, like build cars with recycling products and science, Salmon River, and a ton of other stuff. At Salmon River, I thought it was so cool that they let us go into the river, even if it ruined my sneakers. But that's not the point, and it was a good experience to learn a little bit about fish and their natural habitat. 8th grade was by far my favorite year at McGee. There are so many teachers that made it so special. When I reflect on this past year, I think of all the great times I had, like DC, and all the not so great times too, like the bus ride to and from DC. A long, boring bus ride with people throwing up left and right is not something you forget easily. The year went by so fast, almost like it didn't even happen. Before I knew it, we were going on the 8th grade outing. There was nothing like the feeling you get when climbing the ropes course or when you're at the pool with your friends. It really showed how we can not only learn together, but we could also enjoy the real world together as well. I can't believe we already went to explore our new journey, high school. We were all just walking in circles. Oh, that hallway looks familiar. Wait, I think I already went down it 2 or 3 times. Adjusting to a new normal is hard. We are going from being at the top of the food chain to right back down at the bottom. I'm not going to lie, that's kind of scary, and I'm sure everyone else agrees. It's almost like we are starting 6th grade all over again. Everyone is feeling nervous and anxious, although we all try to act excited. In the future, I know we could accomplish so much together, no matter what life decides to throw at us. Sometimes things may get tough, and that's okay, but if we stick together and focus on the good, I truly believe we will all succeed in high school and beyond.
Thanks, Mike and Alexa. One more round of applause. They did a great job. They wrote those out on their own. And I have to say, Alexa's right. I think for this class, it was a defining moment and a breakthrough when we came back from Washington, D.C. And I'll tell you, those bags of vomit are very heavy because they're on the bus. So they did a great job. They really, really did. Round of applause. That was great. You guys were excellent. Took care of each other. Nice job. All right, once again, we're going to invite our Sound Express to perform a song dedicated to all the family members in the audience. The tune is entitled "You Raise Me Up," as the lyrics describe your impact on your children. So we're going to ask our Sound Express members to head on down. Check. All right. Once again, our Sound Express and Mrs. Terlecki, we asked her to play a little bit more, so we owe her a couple bucks at the end. Thank you so much for doing that. Thank you, that was really good. Nice job. Are you for hire? She is for hire for promotion ceremony parties as well. So at this time, I have a chance to address the class of 2019 myself for the last time. And excuse me if I turn my back, because I'm actually speaking to the students. So we'll move on from there. And we're going to have a chance to read each student's name, and they're going to come up front so you have a chance to take some pictures. And we'll talk about, give you an opportunity to do some hooting and hollering before everybody gets up here, because we want to make sure that everybody's names can be heard. So it's a real privilege to have the opportunity to give you one final lecture, and I'm talking to you students. So I speak for all the adults in the building when I thank you for your effort, your enthusiasm, and cooperation while you're in our school. So we are proud of you and celebrate your accomplishments today. And so our staff are going to give you a nice round of applause right now. So thank you, staff, for... We'd also like to thank your families who serve as our partners in education. As a matter of fact, I did some math, and you've spent approximately, if you came to school every day for 180 days, 7 hours a day, you spent about 3,800 hours with us in the school. Your family, since your birth, and I calculated, these calculations account for a 10-hour workday and, of course, at least 7 hours of sleep. Well, who gets that these days? But anyway, it accounts for 35,770 hours. So you spend most of the time with your kids, obviously. So I think we should give our parents a round of applause. Not yet, though. We'll give them a round of applause just to remember some of the things they've done for us. They've reminded you of completing your assignments. I know you appreciate that. Checking the Power School portal. Driving you to school, because we see all the things on the counter, driving to drop off lunches and assignments when things sort of slip your mind. They provided advice and even tough love sometimes. You don't really like what they have to say, but they have to say it because they really want to help you when you make a mistake or an error in judgment, because we all do that once in a while. So why don't we stand up and give our families a nice round of applause, a standing ovation. Thank you for everything you've done. Thank you, families. Okay, you may be seated. If you're taking notes, that was 35,770 hours, right? Figure it out if you get minimum wage, what you should have in your pocket. So, since your first day at McGee, the adults here have been working to make themselves less and less necessary. In other words, we've been working to support your independence, not only academically, but to help you develop as a person. After all, your ability to think, understand, and demonstrate compassion is our future. Your teachers designed experiences to push you to think critically, practice responsibility, persistence, and grow as discerning problem solvers. Perhaps the most important part of our work was designed to support you in becoming effective communicators and young people who can understand that acting with empathy, respect, and kindness is always the best path. Here's why we urge you to keep practicing and take feedback to develop both positive academic and social habits every day. According to Fortune 500 companies, the #1 reason employees get fired from a job is due to the inability to get along with others. According to Yale University, the #1 reason college students report an unsuccessful year in a dorm is due to the same reason, the inability to get along with others. So please, what you've learned and practice at school, to accept your peers free of judgment. Demonstrate goodwill. Reach out and include others. We all need to feel accepted. Amen? All right, I know. I'm trying to separate church and state, but we can't. So we've pushed you to be better readers. The reason is simple. Reading is an essential skill that has a positive impact on those who are fortunate to do it well. As a matter of fact, adults with poor literacy skills are 10 times more likely to live in poverty. So work hard and complete those reading assignments. They are designed for your success. A few final pieces of advice: be present, talk to each other, meet new people. Your friends have not been decided by the time you're 14. You can make new friends. Give them a chance. Be nice on those phones. Take care of your bodies and make yourselves and your families proud. In closing, we're pleased with your accomplishments. We will miss you at McGee. Please know that although we have worked to make ourselves unnecessary on your behalf, we offer you a lifetime of support and will never turn you away should you need us. Best of luck, and we will look forward to hearing about your future successes. So the next part is the introduction of the class and all the students. So they're going to come and they're going to come up front, and all their names will be read by our school counselor, Mrs. Daypre, Ms. Cooper, Ms. Bazzelli, and Ms. Zaitoon, our 8th grade team leaders. But before we do that, so when each of the names are read, we're going to read all of the names, and then we're going to have everybody clap. Now, I know sometimes people like to hoot and holler, so we're going to let you get that out of your system now. So if you want to shout out somebody's name, I'm going to count backward from 3. You could do that right now. But we ask that you don't do that because when they're up there, somebody might miss. So on 3, 2, 1, we're going to hoot and holler and do what you need to do. You can even stand up. So 3, 2, 1. You see that? I know the extra.
They're getting out of their system now.
Thank you. Now listen. If anybody breaks the rule, Mr. Cheverini's standing right over here. He's ready to take the referral. So, all right, in all seriousness, we'd like to invite Mrs. Daypre, Ms. Cooper, Ms. Bazzelli, and Mrs. Zaitoon.
Shams Al-Karawi, Tamara Al-Mozani, Noah Arce Kaliskan, Anna Archaki, Julia Arcila, John Barnett, Piper Bassett, Taylor Belizzi, Richard Bennett, David Bialchek, Haley Bigelow, Ryan Bird, Carter Black, Nathan Bonilla, Julia Borselli, Sheila Boyton.
Teach me how to fish.
Jalen Bozal, Megan Bresch, Dylan Brockle, Ruth Brown Kirschner, Gabe Brunel, Aiden Burgess, Joseph Burns, Anna Butrimis, Sam Calvo, Jack Cannon, Ryan Catalano, Kiara Serpa, Justin Sharon, Jackie Chase, Eva Chmielewski, Katrina Chorzepa, Jace Saliza.
Angelina Sirigliano, David Clement, Joshua Clement, Gianna Kokomo, Trent Cochran, David Kokoza, Sean Colello, Tara Contino, Ethan Cooper, Maya Cooper, Kevin Cordoville, Gialina Cruz, Kyle Cunyo, Corey Cunyo, Marcel Dabeck, Christian D'Alessandro, Kevin Daly.
Taylor Daniele, William David, Kelsey Day, Michael Deegan, Camden DeLude, Kaylee DeMayo, Brianna DeMorris, Dominic DiNardo, Abby DeVivo, Damaris Diaz, Ariana DiDomenico, Terrence Dornfried, Matthew Downs, Maggie Dabowski, Brielle Dumont, Elizabeth Dunn, Christina Duong, Isabella Dutremble.
Oksana Deshuk, Lindsay Eckroyd, Eric Outman, Samuel Enos, Marino Finelli, Malcolm Ferguson, Stephen Ficara, Isla Fonseca, Gavin Foster, Jayla Fergoso, Ian Franzak, Samuel Franzak, Kaylee Fries, Logan Frisk, Xander Gabor, Tyler Galvin, Adam Guavin, Meredith Gendro, Lauren Giovi.
Will Gomes, Joseph Gorham, Sophia Grassa, Julia Greenwood, Josh Grimm, Nikki Hallis, Olivia Halkias, Anthony Hayek, Derek Heckler, Emily Heinke, Andrew Helm, Eddie Hernandez, Zachary Hills, Ryan Hines, Lara Hodis, Gavin Holland, Rhea Holloway, Brenna Howes, Olivia Horenko, Bryce Rubiak, Talia Impaluso.
Victoria Jasek, Jaden Jekyll, Matthew Jamrosic, Amelia Janikula, Claudia Jankovic, Luke Johnson, Marcus Johnson, Molly Jordan, Frederick Jortner, Grace Kelly, Joshua King, Abigail Klepacki, Catherine Klepacki, Isabella Kamita, Savion Knighton, Nicholas Coops, Azalea Kozlowski, Colin Lamontagne, Emily Lamoureux, Paris Lang, Michael Lanteri, Jared Late, Emmanuel Leone.
Wesley Letourneau, Thomas Lewis, Chloe Lair, James Laughlin, Megan Lukaszewski, Catherine Lukens, Alex Machada, Ellie Macri, Luke Magooter, Ian Malaspini, JP Maltese, Olivia Marolda, Sarah Martirano, Trista May, Brett Maynard, Reagan McGowan, Mason Memory, Zalia Mercado, Kiona Myers, Lorenzo Mealy, Alex Miloszewski, Marissa Modifica, Sebi Mangelo, Dominic Mangelo.
Lucia Morrissey Corsetti, Mary Morley, Brian Morris, Aiden Moss, Olivia Mata, Michael Mata, Hamza Morabit, Jay Mujica, Laura Munch, Taylor Mushorn, Emma Nagel, Colby Nardelli, Allie Nevelanyets, Samantha Negreo, Sydney Nelson, Ethan Nelson, Sonia Nachakovsky, Alyssa O'Leary, Caleb Ord, Emily Orshank, Michael Palmieri, Elena Papakota, Gabriella Papa, Ishani Patel.
Nandini Patel, Neil Patel, Ronit Patel, Kevin Paventi, Samuel Pelkey, Natalia Pankowitz, Jillian Parada, Isabel Peter, Liam Peterson, Kyle Pinto, Joshua Plague, Alexa Prendergast, Emily Quinones, Adriano Rasmussen, Nevea Raynor, Dylan Richards, Megan Rydell, Kira Rydell, Mitchell Rivers, Asia Robinson, Jordan Rodriguez, Sarah Rogan, Kenna Roman, Matthew Ross, Gianna Rotundo.
Ashley Rush, Ethan Rush, Kaya Rakowski, Jaden Santiago, Ryan Shear, Savannah Seraphin, Sydney Sharp, Mika Sematowski, Alex Silva, Jonathan Silva, Zachary Skinner, Catherine Skinner, Troy Smith, Hannah Smola, Nathan Snyder, Alex Spencer, Cameron Spencer, Jack Spilka, Alexandra Spinali, Ruby Spurrier, Madison Sturace, Andrew Stribling, Gregory Swan, Claudia Sharvatsky, Molly Sesniak, Jonathan Talavera.
Mason Tosi, Owen Toussaint, Will Turgeon, Alex Tutka, Caleb Julius, Jamie Uranaga, Austin Valdecera, Tony Vasquez, Landon Vieira, Nick Vignon, David Wadstrup, Zach Wall, Clara Sage Walowski, Julia Wonke, Caitlin Watson, Zorian Webb, Daniel Welsh, Jenna Wenzel, Morgan Wesley, Haley Wazorik, Ayla Williams, Olivia Watusik, Donovan Young, Jillian Yazurtsky, Devin Young, Mohammed Zaidi, Robert Zajkowski, and Liping Zhuo.
You need that, okay? Sure. Okay.
Where's my card for music? Can you grab that for me? This way I can.
There you go. Okay, so at this time, we're going to ask all of our 8th graders to please stand. And these students have completed all requirements for promotion to high school. Dr. McGurk, family members, and guests, I present to you the Catherine McGee Grade 8 Class of 2019. Let's hear it for them.
Nice job, guys. Good work. Good work.
All right, thank you. You may be seated. And so we're just going to about wrap this up, and we do appreciate your partnership over the years. I know we all try to do what's best for our kids, so one last round of applause for our guests and our family members. Thank you for all your help. And you're a great audience. There was no hooting and hollering. We appreciate that, and nobody pulled a fire alarm, so nice, really nice job. Yeah, I know. I heard that. So just a few thank yous. We'd like to thank the office and custodial staff, the teachers, the counselors, PTO, and volunteers for all the extra effort that they put forth for this promotion ceremony. Parents, before you leave today, we'd like to share a video of McGee Memories. It's prepared by Mrs. Gish and Mr. LaPlante. We're going to pull down the screen in just a sec. So a couple of things. Students, in a minute, you're going to report to your homeroom to get your promotion certificates, awards, and report cards. At the conclusion of the video, parents may head outside to the front of the school. There's going to be some refreshments. Many of you have brought them in, so thank you for that. They'll be served by PTO. We also ask that, I don't know if you had a chance to see, but your child's self-portraits are on the walls. They're in the auditorium. I believe some are outside in the auditorium. Those are yours. You can locate them and take them home. We thank our art teachers, Mr. Holland and Ms. Rusgrove, for their efforts and skills on that. There's one other thing that's new this year. So you're welcome to stay on the grounds as long as you want, but the buses come at 11:40, so I would want to maybe try to get in the car and go by then. But we do have we have a photo booth that was generously donated by Rosenberg orthodontists that'll be located outside. So when you go outside, they weren't set up when you got here, but to the left, so feel free. I don't know what kind of backdrops he has, but that could be something fun. And then medication. If your child has medication that's at the school, you're going to want to stop at the school nurse to make sure that you pick that up. Okay? So I'm going to dismiss our students to, what's that? Oh no, I'm sorry. No, I got that wrong. Hold on, it's still making mistakes. We're going to play some music, and they're going to come out the exact way they came in. Okay? Thank you, Mrs. Gish. Round of applause for Mrs. Gish, who put this together. Thank you very much.
So you guys, why is this not playing?
for me that I call my own. Through the dark, through the door, through where no one's been before, but it feels like home. They can say, they can can say it all sounds crazy. They can say I've lost my mind. I don't care if they call me crazy. We can live in a world that we design. 'Cause every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make. There's a house we can build. Every room inside is filled with things from far away. Special things I compile, each one there to make you smile on a rainy day. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say we've lost our minds. See, I don't care if they call us crazy. Had to have high hopes for a living, shooting for the stars when I couldn't make a killing. Didn't have a time, but I always had a vision. Always had high hopes. Had to have high hopes for a living. Didn't know how, but I always had a feeling I was gonna be that one in a million. Always had high hopes. Mama said, fulfill the prophecy, be something great. Go make a legacy, manifest destiny. Back in the days we wanted everything, wanted everything. Mama said, burn your biographies, rewrite your history, light up your wildest dreams, museum victories. Every day we wanted everything, wanted everything. Mama said, don't give up, it's a little complicated, all tied up, no more love, and I'd hate to see you waiting. Had to have high hopes for a living, shooting for the stars when I couldn't make a killing. Didn't have a time, but I always had a vision. Always had high hopes. Had to have high hopes for a living. Didn't know how, but I always had a feeling I was gonna be that one in a million. Always had high hopes. Mama said, something for oddities, stranger cruises. Ain't ever wannabes, waiting the novelties that don't ever change. We wanted everything, wanted everything. Stay up on that rise, stay up on that rise, never come down. Oh. Stay up on that rise, stay up on that rise, never come down. Mama said, don't give up, it's a little complicated, all tied up, no more love, and I'd hate to see you waiting. They say it's all been done, but they haven't seen the best of me. Hey, hey, hey. So I got one more run, and it's gonna be a sight to see. Hey, hey, hey. Had to have high hopes for a living. Keep your silver, give me that gold. You remember when I say we can be heroes everywhere we go. Keeping us down is impossible, 'cause we're unstoppable. We're unstoppable. We're unstoppable. Every spotlight, every soundbite, everybody who gave up is just a fuel for wanting him